Good day, my dear students. Today is a totally different session. It will be on a mild tone with a strong message. A story for pathology students by R.A.T.S. Any guess what this is going to be? Well, this is our age-old friend, the rabbit and the tortoise. I'm sure that all of you will be aware of this story. And down the generations, you will be narrating or even seeing a digitalized version of these, showing it to your children. The hare and the tortoise. Whether it is the rabbit or the hare, it doesn't matter. But then it was the rabbit that made fun of his friend, the tortoise, and said, "Come on, we'll go for a race. Let us see who wins." The tortoise was very hesitant, but then he was so very harassed that he had to agree. And the race was about to begin. It had a friend, the rat. It went to the rat and asked for his advice. The rat said something, and the tortoise agreed to the race. Courtesy this picture, dreamsline.com. Kindly, my dear students, these are all wonderful references you can go to for pictures. And the race was to begin. You can see the kind of hopelessness on the face of the tortoise and the grinning rabbit. At the start line, both of them are not disqualified. The race has begun. So this is what we see at the beginning of our course. Be it the MBBS or the MD, the course has begun and we have entered the race. Obviously, the rabbit was enthusiastic and it was taking fast steps when compared to the tortoise. The tortoise also tried, but would not be as fast as his friend, the rabbit. All of us similarly start with great enthusiasm. And in fact, the speed with which we had jumped in the beginning, kindly tell me frankly whether it is there with you now. So much so, the rabbit even stopped and said, "You also have a food. Try to enjoy it." So we go to the eat race. We have got multiple distractions. But still, we say that we are in the race. The tortoise was hesitant and then it said, "I'll mind my job." Even then, the rabbit was so very fast that he thought he will take a nap. Anyway, I am going to win. And the tortoise trudged on. He saw his friend sleeping. He also felt tired, but then he moved forward very, very, very slowly. The rabbit suddenly found that the tortoise was not around. And then he jumped here and there, lost his way. We also do a lot of things. And we want to do a neuropathology, a cardiopathology, we want to go to states, we want to settle down, we want to join the central government service, we want to publish papers, and so on and so forth. Very enthusiastic, and we do not know in which direction to go. The rabbit realized it has lost its way. So, but it was quite fast at running. Therefore, it ran and ran and ran. And ultimately, it came back into the track. But then there were lots of hurdles. It had to publish papers. It had to present in conferences. There was a thesis to be completed. Lot of these tests were there. The external postings were there, as in autopsy or cancer postings, so on and so forth. And nowadays, the NMC is saying that there is a district posting also compulsory for all postgraduates. So these were the hurdles that it was facing. You can see the hurdle on the picture. So obviously it became weird, a little bit tired, and then still it came running slowly. And towards the end, he saw that his friend was very close to the completion race or the completion line. He tried to run and make up, but then lost the race. So this is the story of the rabbit and the tortoise, and please superimpose this story on yourself and see where you stand. In what way is it in context or out of context? There are many things that the rabbits should learn. First, it has to subscribe. This is a very, very important line. Subscription is a kind of commitment. It is a kind of commitment so that you visit and revisit a site any number of times as possible. Use a laptop. This is the way you people should read. Use a laptop. Be consistent. It is not doing about 20 topics in a day and then taking rest like the rabbit for 2 months. Go to the playlist. This is extremely important. How many of us know what the playlist is? I am a very belated learner. I knew it only now. Now, if I go to the playlist, I'll be able to see what are the postgraduate topics, what are the autopsy topics, what are the theory topics for the postgraduates, what are the recent advances, what are the undergraduate topics, what is RRR, random rapid revision, so on and so forth. What are the instruments and so on. And even as a teacher, I will know what I have to teach my undergraduates. Choose your section. It can be anything, but then choose. It can be an autopsy or it can be a recent advance. Sit and concentrate. Do not deviate and keep playing. In the sense, keep reading. Again, go back to your book. Find out what you have read. Then you fill in any of the blank spaces. Do this one repeatedly and you shall win the race. Whether it is the hare or the rabbit, Robbins or Ackerman, the names do not matter. Reading and listening to R.A.T.S matters most. Thank you.